Sing to me now, you muses, you who hold Olympus's vaulting halls, how fire was first pitched on Achaea's ships. Hector lunged at Ajax toe to toe, hacked his ashwood pike with a heavy sword, and striking the socket just behind the point, he slashed the head clean off, leaving the shaft, the lopped stump dangling in Ajax's fist, useless, bronze head bounding away, clanging along the ground. And deep in his heart brave Ajax knew and shuddered. Here was work of the gods, thundering Zeus on high, cutting him off from battle, dashing all his plans. Zeus determined to grant the Trojans triumph now. So Ajax drew back out of range, and then they flung their tireless fire at a fast-trimmed ship. She was up in flames at once, engulfed in quenchless fire. In a flash the blaze went swirling round the stern, and Achilles slapped his thighs and urged Patroclus. To arms, Patroclus, prince and master horseman! I can see the blaze go roaring up the ships. They must not destroy them. No escape route then. Quick, strap on my gear. I'll rouse the troops. That was all, and Patroclus armed himself in Achilles' gleaming bronze. First he wrapped his legs with the well-made greaves, fastened behind the heels with silver ankle clasps. Next he strapped the breastplate round his chest, blazoned with stars, swift Achilles' own. Then over his shoulder Patroclus slung the sword, the fine bronze blade with its silver-studded hilt, and then the shield strap and the sturdy massive shield. And over his powerful head he set the well-forged helmet, the horsehair crest atop it tossing, bristling terror. And he took 2 rugged spears that fit his grip, and Achilles' only weapon Patroclus did not take was the great man's spear, weighted, heavy, tough. No other Achaean fighter could heft that shaft. Only Achilles had the skill to wield it well. Pelian ash it was, a gift to his father Peleus, presented by Chiron once, hewn on Pelian's crest, to be the death of heroes. Now the war team. Patroclus ordered Automedon to yoke them quickly, a man he honored next to Achilles, breaker of men, always firmest in battle, nerve to wait the call. So at his command Automedon yoked the horses, the rapid stallions, roan beauty and dapple, the team that raced the gales, magnificent team, the storm wind, filly Lightfoot foaled for the west wind, grazing the lush green grass along the ocean's tides, and into the traces he ran, the purebred, bold dancer. Achilles seized him once when he stormed Eetion's city, a mortal war horse pacing immortal horses now. Prince Achilles, ranging his ranks of Myrmidons, arrayed them along the shelters, all in armor, hungry as wolves that rend and bolt raw flesh, hearts filled with battle frenzy that never dies. Off on the cliffs, ripping apart some big antlered stag, they gorge on the kill till all their jaws drip red with blood. Then down in a pack they lope to a pooling dark spring, their lean sharp tongues lapping the water's surface, belching bloody meat. But the fury, never shaken, builds inside their chests, though their glutted bellies burst. So wild the Myrmidon captains, Myrmidon field commanders, swarming round Achilles' dauntless friend in arms. And there in the midst Achilles stood like the god of war, urging his charioteers and fighters, bracing shields. There were 50 fast black ships that bore his troops when Achilles, dear to Zeus, sailed east for Troy. 50 fighters aboard each, manning the oarlocks, 5 captains he named, entrusted with command. but he himself in his martial power ruled them all. The first battalion was led by Mnestheus bright in bronze, son of Spercheius, river swelled by the rains of Zeus, and born by the lovely Polydora, Peleus' daughter, when a girl and the god of a tireless river bedded down. But they called him the son of Boreas, Perieres' son, who showered the girl with countless bridal gifts, his wedded bride in the sight of all the world. The next battalion was led by fighting Eudorus, born out of wedlock too. Phylus's daughter, Polymela, the gorgeous dancer, bore the man, when irresistible Hermes the giant killer, lusted for her once. She ravished the god's bright eyes, swaying among the dancers, singing goddess Artemis, with arrow of gold and cry that halloos the hunt. And straightway up to her chamber Hermes climbed, the healer in secret, lay in her arms in love, and the woman bore the god a radiant son, Eudorus, lightning on his feet and a crack man of war. But soon as the lady of labor's birthing pangs brought him to light, and he saw the blaze of day, Actor's majestic son, the powerful lord Achilles, led her home to his house with troves of bridal gifts, while old King Philus reared the boy with kindness, tending, embracing the young Eudorus like a son. The third battalion was led by brave Pisander, Memaulius' son, who outfought them all with spears, all the Myrmidons after Achilles' friend Patroclus. The fourth was led by the old horseman Phoenix. Alcimedon led the fifth, Laerces' gallant son. But soon as Achilles mustered all battalions, positioned in battle order, led by captains, he imposed this stern command on all his troops. Myrmidons, not one of you dare forget those threats you hurled from the fast-trimmed ships against the Trojans all the while I raged, and I was the one you blamed, down to the last fighter. Brutal son of Peleus, your mother nursed you on gall, merciless iron man, confining your own men to the ships against their will. So home we go in those ships and cut the seas again, since now such deadly anger strikes our captain. Denouncing me, my comrades clustered together, always grumbling. Well, here's a tremendous work of battle, look, blazing before your eyes, and just the sort you longed for all those days. So each man tense with courage, fight the Trojans down.